So this is the first video I'm making in a series called No More Bullshit. I might have to make it No More BS. I don't know how YouTube's going to be about these sort of things. Never really tried this, but today I'm going to be talking about how to truly focus and to not be constantly switching back to social media, because it's something I really struggled with for a fairly long time. I'm still struggling with it now, but I've gotten it much more under control. The first thing I want to state is that your attention span is fucked. Mine is too, but yours is also fucked. I know by now, if you haven't clicked off, you've definitely scrolled down to the comments, you've looked at your phone, you've done anything but focus on the video. That's the first problem. You need to be constantly conscious while you're doing things, constantly thinking. That's going to be something I repeat a lot on this channel because it's something I believe is very true about life in general. You need to constantly understand what you're thinking and constantly be planning your next move. If you can't do this, you're going to wind up catching yourself some random time, 30 minutes later, scrolling, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Always. It happened to me quite a lot, and I guarantee if you're watching this, it's happening to you. So first off, you got to make sure you're always focused on your own thoughts, not necessarily on what's in front of you. You have to be focused on what's in here. Because if you're focused on what's in here, then you can direct what's in here to what's around you. That's the first step that I've started implementing to be able to do this. Second step is to hold yourself accountable. This could be by a friend. You could be, hey, if I don't work out by the end of the day, if I don't finish this code, if I don't finish this video, if I don't do this, you get to do something. You get to hit me, you get to do this, you get to do that. Or just don't drop it until I finish it. Or if you don't have anyone you trust to do that with, do it yourself, Punish yourself if you can't manage to do something. So if you find yourself playing a game when you should be really working on something for school or something, make sure, okay, tomorrow I will consciously make the effort. Do not play any video games tomorrow. I did that yesterday, I failed doing something that I was really focused on. And I was like, okay, tomorrow I do not get to play a single video game. Because, at the end of the day, they're not healthy for you anyways. So that's the second step. Holding yourself accountable, either by a friend or by yourself. Okay. Third step. Some of the times I've gone back to a game or gone back to YouTube or this or that, it's because I'm doing something and I get overwhelmed or I get stuck or I can't figure out what to do next. And I'm like, okay, well, I've gotten this much done. I deserve a break. Get that out of your mind. Be like, okay, I don't deserve this constant rush of dopamine, this constant rush of just shitty things going through my head because I've worked for 10 minutes. No. You can still take breaks, but don't make it be something that is highly concentrated dopamine, because that's teaching your brain to value that much dopamine as just 10 minutes of work, and you're going to keep getting stuck, is what I've found. So what you're going to want to do instead is you're going to want to, instead of going back to another tab, instead of going to another game, instead of pulling out your console, you're going to go downstairs, or you're going to get off whatever device you're on. You're going to put it down. You're going to go for a walk outside. It doesn't have to be outside. You could just go downstairs. You could just go to the kitchen. Make a little bit of food. Do this, do that. Just something to not be on the device, but still not be constantly flooding yourself with dopamine. Right? This is because, at least I've found, when you're doing something else, when you've been stuck doing something, your brain still is thinking, okay, how do I get around this? How do I solve this? What can I do? The times I've gotten through the hardest rocks in my life is when I've said, okay, I still need to get through this. I'm not going to distract myself with any sort of game or content. I'm going to take a minute to myself and do something else in real life, think in the back of my mind. And in the back of your mind, you'll discover some of the greatest things you can. I promise you. That's about all I have for today. No more bullshit, man. Focus on what you're doing. See ya.